Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of of Major League Baseball coverage here on Play-by-Play with JJ. Thank God we're not doing any Phillies games. Thank God that is not the case. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. Oh my gosh. All right, so the Cincinnati Reds are taking on the Cleveland Guardians tonight. That game will begin at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. The pitching matchup for tonight's game, you got Joey Cantillo going up against Brady Singer. That is the pitching matchup. The Reds are 50 and 56. The Guardians are 55 and 54. Monday's game was postponed, so they ended up playing a doubleheader yesterday. The Guardians took game one by a final score of 6-5, and the Reds won 2-0 and shut out the Cleveland Guardians in the second game of their series. I expect that tonight is going to be more of a close game and low scoring. That's really what I'm looking for in tonight's game. I expect that this is going to be a game where both Cantillo and Singer are dueling it out, and it all just comes down to which bullpen can hold the lead. That's really where I feel like today's game is going to be at. I know that ESPN says... sorry, not ESPN. I know that DraftKings says that the over-under is at 8.5, and they have -119 for the over and +102 for the under. I really think it's going to be low scoring. I'm going to go 4-3 Cleveland as my final score prediction. I am going to go 4-3 Cleveland. And as far as the offense goes for Cleveland today, my player to look out for is Jose Ramirez. 10 home runs and 35 RBIs and a .235 batting average. I just think that he's going to have a very good day today for the Cleveland Guardians. And he's going to go out there and he is going to hit a long ball in the game for them. For Cincinnati, my guy is Sal Stewart. 22 home runs on the season and 79 RBIs. He has been terrific as a rookie this year, and I expect that he's going to go out there and he's going to do a really good job over at first base today for the Cincinnati Reds. All right, so we will be getting things started in about 3 minutes or so. We will get on into the starting lineups. I do want to say hello to everybody that is here in the chat. What's up, Haley? How you doing? Haley says, hello, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, to follow the channel, hit the bell to get all the notifications, follow JJ on the call and all the socials, get members with cool emojis like this. Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up, Haley? Nice. All right. Yeah. So that is what's going on. Good stuff. I need to figure something out because they shouldn't have gotten swept by the Marlins from a 6-0 lead to lose like that. That's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yes. So, but yeah, anyhow, the Cincinnati Reds definitely need to take care of business tonight. The Cleveland Guardians, you take a look at how they've been doing. They are 55 and 54. They actually, before the series even started, they lost 5 in a row. They did. They lost 5 in a row. and they are looking to try to get back on track after they did win. Again, they won the first game yesterday against the Cincinnati Reds, but then they got shut out in game number 2, and they lost by a score of 2-0. That was the score of the game. Let's take a look at the starting pitching matchups for tonight. For the Cincinnati Reds, we'll get you their starting lineup first. The Cleveland Guardians. I am really screwing up today. But anyhow, the Cleveland Guardians, we'll get you their starting lineup first. This is what it'll look like for Cleveland. It'll look just like this. Stephen Kwan is going to be batting leadoff for the Cleveland Guardians. Batting second for them is going to be Jose Ramirez. Then you got Chase DeLauder batting third. Travis Bazzana is batting fourth. He is the DH for tonight's game. Brian Rocchio is the shortstop. He'll be batting fifth. Kyle Manzardo is the first baseman. He'll be batting sixth. And then you got Gabriel Arias, who is playing at second base and batting seventh. Patrick Bailey is the catcher. He'll be batting eighth. And Petty Halpin is the 9-hole hitter, and he is out in center field. So it's Stephen Kwan, it's Jose Ramirez, Chase DeLauder, Travis Bazzana, Brian Rocchio, Kyle Manzardo, Gabriel Arias, Patrick Bailey, and Petty Halpin, all in the starting lineup for the Cleveland Guardians tonight. And as things go for the Cincinnati Reds, they will have as follows. Where is it? There they are. All right, so it'll be Elly De La Cruz batting leadoff for them. Sal Stewart is batting second. Dave Myers is batting third. And then it's Eugenio Suarez, fourth. Tyler Stevenson, fifth. Noel V. Marte, sixth. And then out in left field, you got Ivan Johnson, who is batting in the 7th spot. Eighth is going to be Edwin Arroyo. Edwin Arroyo is going to be batting in the 8th spot. And last but not least, Cabrian Hayes is the third baseman. He'll be batting in the 9th spot. So it's Elly, Sal, Dane, Eugenio, Tyler, Noel V, Ivan, Edwin, and Cabrian, all in the starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. And they will be facing a guy in Joey Cantillo. And if we take a look at his stats overall so far, he has an 8-6 record, a 4.02 ERA, and a 1.46 WHIP to go along with that as well. This is a guy who in his last outing, when he pitched against the Tampa Bay Rays, he just went 3 2/3 of an inning. He allowed 5 earned runs, including 1 homer. He also walked the batter as well. Over his last 2 outings overall, he's given up 9 earned runs. 9 earned runs against the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Tampa Bay Rays combined. Yeah, it has not been good stuff from Joey Cantillo. He had a very good month of June, and July just has not treated him well at all. Really, specifically, again, the last 2 outings. So at one point, he had a 3.56 ERA, and that has gone up to a 4.02. It's just not been good stuff from him. But again, we'll see what happens in tonight's game. Cantillo is 26 years old. He's a left-handed pitcher from Honolulu, Hawaii, and he is on the bump for the Cleveland Guardians. For the Cincinnati Reds, as mentioned before, Brady Singer is out there on the bump. Brady, of course, started off his career with the Kansas City Royals, and he's been with the Cincinnati Reds for the last couple of years. In his last outing he pitched, it was against the Seattle Mariners. He went 6 2/3 of an inning. He also gave up 3 earned runs in the game, and he did end up striking out 9. I thought that his command looked pretty good, and he was able to just get a lot of hitters off balance. Got his 5th win of the season, and I expect today that Brady is going to go out there and give the Cincinnati Reds a good solid 6 innings. He's been doing really good over the last 6 outings. Over the last 6 outings in total, he's only had 1 game where he's given up 5 runs. Other than that, it's pretty much just been 2 earned runs or fewer. Well, he did allow 3 in his last outing, but I'm saying the outing before that. But regardless, yeah, he's been doing very good. And we'll see what happens on the bump in regards to him tonight. And we should be ready to get things started in a couple of minutes or so. The umpires for tonight's game, as we take a look at home plate, first base, second base, and third base. Lance Barrett is the home plate umpire for tonight. Malachi Moore is at first. Alfonso Marquez is over at second. Mike Estabrook is the third base umpire. And the temperature for tonight's game, it is 79 degrees out in Cincinnati, Ohio. Wind gusts are at 12 miles per hour. The wind itself is blowing north at 8 miles per hour. Not such good air quality out there in Cincinnati. So that's just something to keep your eye on as well. But yes, the Cincinnati Reds at home at Great American Ballpark, 50-56. They are looking to try to get their 24th win at home this season. And the Cleveland Guardians are 55-54. They are 500 on the road, 28 wins and 28 losses. Once again, comment what your final score prediction is down below. I hope that you guys are doing well. Beast, I was mentally unwell and wasn't paying attention to stream during that segment of the game. Those hats and shirts are absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. This is Haley. What's up? What's up, buddy? Yes, we made sure that we said thank you. Absolutely, we did. Well, I love your intro. As many times as I've joined, I've never experienced the intro. Very, very nice. Thank you. I appreciate you. What's up, Keisha? How you doing? What is going on? It is good to see you. Did I say that correctly? I want to make sure I said that name correctly for sure. What's up, Beast Coast? How you doing, buddy? Again, thank you so much. You probably missed it, but I did unbox your P.O. Box gift, and of course I'm wearing your hat right now. We'll talk off the air for sure. I love the shirts. They're a little bit too big on me, but no, I love them. I love them, man. They look really, really good, and I appreciate you very, very much. Drop the MVPs for my guy down below. I got 5-4 Cincinnati. I got Keisha's name correct. Let's go. I love it. Yes, I do. All right, good stuff. All right, so we should be ready to rock and roll in a couple of minutes. Where are we? Where are we? Why? I have this game up on the iPad, but for some reason now it's not working. Huh. Let's try it again. All right. Also, I will make sure that I put the 3D graphic up right now and get that underway too. Just make sure that we can put this up. There we go. All right, good. Game was supposed to get started at 7:10. That's what it said. But we should be getting started in just a couple of seconds. Here's the 3D. I got it up and running right now. Brady Singer is warming up right now, and he will be facing Stephen Kwan. This will be outing number 21 for Brady Singer. Again, we mentioned it before, a 4.53 earned run average. And he will face Stephen Kwan to start off the ball game as we are in the top of the first inning. We are nine subscribers away, chat, from getting to 11,800 subs. Yes, we are. All right, here's the first pitch. And the sinker is down for ball one to Stephen Kwan. 1 ball, no strikes. A 245 average for Kwan. And the 1-0 is fouled away. Didn't really start off the season strong at all whatsoever, but he's been doing much, much better over the last 3 weeks. The next pitch, swing and a miss, and now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Where are we? There we are. The 1-2 pitch, and that is outside for ball 2. So that makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes to Stephen Kwan. 2-2 pitch, and a line drive hit out over to left. That's caught, and there's out number 1. So there's 1 gone in the top of the first inning. Rest of the defense today. Tyler Stevenson's behind the plate. Sal Stewart's at first. Edwin Arroyo's at second. Elly De La Cruz is at short. Cabrian Hayes is over at third. Ivan Johnson's out in left. Dane Myers, of course, is out in center field. And last but not least, out in right field for the Cincinnati Reds, that is Noelvi Marte. Here comes Jose Ramirez, who takes ball one inside. Hitting on the left side of the plate. The switch hitter, only batting .235. He's 33 years old, and the 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. And the count is now 1-1. If you're over on TikTok, hello. It is very good to see you on here. Make sure that you guys go follow us on all the social media platforms. Next pitch. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count to Jose Ramirez. I got Cleveland 6, Cincinnati 2. Bazana to hit a home run. Nice. The pitch. Foul ball. And it's 1-2. Next pitch, fly ball hit out over towards right field, and Noelvi Marte is there, and he will make the catch. So there's 2 up and 2 down. What's going on, Rising Rhino? How are you doing? And Dr. Delay is here. What's going on, guys? 2 outs, top of the first. Nobody on. The pitch to Chase DeLauder. That is outside for a ball. It's good to see you guys. Thank you again so much for being on here. I really do appreciate it. The 1-0 pitch and a called strike. Taken right down the middle at 92 miles per hour. 20 likes before the stream even starts. That is awesome. The 1-1 pitch. It's in there for a strike. So it's 1-2. Chase DeLauder is in the box. There's 2 outs. There's nobody on. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball and hit back up the middle for a base hit. And a 2-out single provided by DeLauder. And there, that's how he gets on. We say hello. Something is going on. Something fishy is going on in my chat. I don't like it. What's up, Rising Rhino? How you doing? It's good to see you guys. Here's the pitch. That's up high for a ball at 91 miles per hour. This is Travis Bazana hitting .241 with 9 home runs and 33 RBIs. The next pitch is in there for a strike. Chat, I don't know about you, but I am still very, just absolutely infuriated with what just happened this afternoon. I'm like totally disgusted. The 1-1 pitch. It's fouled back over towards the screen, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. I went off on them during postgame. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the first. 2 outs. The next pitch. And that is popped up over towards the third base side. And Hayes is there. He makes the catch. And there's out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. No score out in Cincinnati. Right? No, I feel like you're logged into Dr. Delay's channel or something. Like, you got into his channel. You're collaborating on a stream or something, and you just got into his channel. Oh, but what's going on? It's good to see you guys. All right, so we go to the bottom of the first inning, just like that. And the Cincinnati Reds will be coming on up to the plate. The Reds will have Elly De La Cruz, Sal Stewart. After that, you got Dane Myers, Eugenio Suarez, Tyler Stevenson, Noelvi Marte, Ivan Johnson, Edwin Arroyo, and also Cabrian Hayes, all in the starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. Yes. I got it. Wait, what did Scott say? I have a design. Please contact me via email. I have a couple of designs to send. We'll do this evening. Yeah. No, I'd like to get in touch with you and be able to talk a little bit more for sure. Because there's some things that I would really like for designs. So that would be really sick, dude. But no, I like these. Hi, Dr. Delay. What's going on? You're welcome, Saul. You were close to 10,400 last night. Did you make it? Says Haley. Haley, I don't think he's on. I think that Rising Rhino. I think Rising Rhino's in his account or something. Like on StreamYard, you can, if you're using a StreamYard account, then you're able to send both messages. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. You guys are crazy. Elly De La Cruz is up to bat first. Sal Stewart is batting second, and Dane Myers is batting third for the Cincinnati Reds. I don't know if he even got it. Oh, Delay made it, and he also makes cool snowflakes out of paper, says Rhino. See, you're definitely in his account. The pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Cantillo gets set and fires, and it's swung on and missed at 93 miles per hour. What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you on here, dude. A 277 average, 18 home runs, and 47 RBIs for Elly De La Cruz. The pitch. That misses outside for ball two. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. In case you're just tuning on in, Stephen Kwan ended up lining out to left. Jose Ramirez lined out to right, and Chase DeLauder singled, and Travis Bazana popped out over to third. The next pitch, and now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the first inning. You know, Elly over his last week, over his last 7 days, is 6 for 25 with a solo home run. The 2-2 pitch, and that's a called strike 3. Cantillo is able to get Elly striking out looking. And there's 1 gone in the bottom of the first. Delay made it, and he also makes cool snowflakes out of paper. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. The next pitch, and that's in there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first. 1 out. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 pitch, and that is down for ball 1. It was a curve ball. One ball, 2 strikes in the bottom of the first. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 delivery. And that's low for ball 2. Throwing at 94 miles per hour. Other games going on in Major League Baseball right now. The Rays lead at 3-0. That game is in the bottom of the third. Blue Jays, they beat the Nationals today 5-2. We'll go over some more final scores in a little bit. But the Braves and the Mets are underway in game 2 of their day-night doubleheader. They're in the bottom of the first over there. The pitch, and now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Other games that will be happening in a little bit. You got Royals and Twins at 7:40. You got Yankees and White Sox at 7:40. Next pitch, line drive, base it out to right field, and there's a 1-out single for Sal Stewart in the bottom of the first. Mariners play the Dodgers at 10:10. Red Sox play the A's at 9:40. It's Astros and Angels at 9:38. And Cubs and Cardinals at 7:45. Charge! 1 out single here in the bottom of the first. And Myers is up to bat. The former Marlin takes the first pitch for a called strike at the knees at 92 on the radar gun. We are somewhat struggling as of late. Will be an interesting series. There's Doc. There he is. What's up, Doc? The 0-1 pitch. And that is low for a ball. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the first. And 1 out with a runner over at first. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 delivery. Down for ball 2. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. The Rays got their 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Yandy Diaz hit a solo home run, and Ryan Valade hit a 2-run home run. The 2-1 pitch inside for ball 3. And it's 3-1. Folks, make sure that you guys go subscribe to Dr. Delay. Does an awesome job covering the Pirates, the Steelers, of course, the Penguins, and does a lot of awesome content. The 3-1 pitch, swinging a line drive hit out to left field. That'll get down for a base hit, and runners will be over at first and second base in the bottom of the first for Cincinnati. Where are my Reds fans at today? Charge! Where are my Reds fans at? Dave, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. JJ, when's the next Diamond Zone? I don't know yet. I have a lot of stuff going on over these next couple of weeks, and I'm trying to figure out my schedule around my personal life. But I really don't know. I want to bring it back soon. The pitch is in there for a strike. But see, like, if I do it, like, I want to be able to do it for, like, a good amount of time. No balls, 1 strike. And no throw made back over to second. Stewart gets back in there safely. I've been so focused on my socials, and I've been really trying to promote more shorts and get more engagement that way. And that's been really good. But I do want to bring back Diamond Zone. Even I haven't really been doing as many other, like, non-Phillies games. So that's why I was like, tonight, let's at least get in a non-Phillies game, to just sort of get our feet back in with this as we do more on the socials. The 1-1 pitch, and that's grounded foul. The whole process, though, of, like, the editing and just posting everything on social media definitely takes a lot more time than I thought that it would. But it's worth it, for sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out in the bottom of the first. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? It's 2-2. But it's going to come back. Brian says, let's go Reds. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch. And that is a called strike 3 for out number 2. In the bottom of the first inning, and Gino goes down looking at a fastball that catches the inside edge. I missed the other games. I was looking forward to an easy listen game tonight. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. I'm still really upset. I can't lie. I'm still really upset about the afternoon. The 0-1, swing and a miss. That was a curveball. at 81 miles per hour. But yeah, I don't know when the next Diamond Zone is going to be. I just have so much stuff going on in my personal life. Family, of course, comes first. The 0-2, and that's down for a ball. One ball, two strikes, two outs, bottom of the first. We did hear that Brad Keller will be out for 13 to 16 months. That just was reported right now. 13 to 16 months, according to Anthony Sanfilippo and Lachlan Marsh. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and the inning is over. The side is retired, and Cantillo strikes out the side, and it's time for us to go to the second inning. All right, where are we tapping on in from? Let us know down below. Let's go. No worries, totally good. Just a curiosity and a plug. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I want to bring it back so badly. I do. It's been a rough week for baseball since Back Road. Yeah, it has. It has not been an easy week. But I guess it all depends on which fan you are. If you're a Marlins fan, you got to be feeling good. If you're a Phillies fan, you got to be feeling awful. Man. Oh, boy. So, yeah. All right, it's time for us to go to the top of the second inning. Rays lead at 3-0. Here are some final scores from earlier today. The Blue Jays beat the Nationals by a score of 5-2. The Giants, they slaughtered the Brewers 16-3. Logan Webb got his 6th win of the season, and Thomas Pannone got a loss. That was his first one of the season. The Padres beat the Colorado Rockies by a final score of 3-1. Mason Miller earned his 28th save of the season. And Griffin Canning did really good. He did. The Royals and the Twins, we mentioned that they're going to play at 7:40. The Diamondbacks, they shut out Pittsburgh today. 3-0 was the score of that game. The Mets, they took care of business in game one of their day-night doubleheader against the Atlanta Braves. 3-2 is the final score. And the Baltimore Orioles, they put up 10 runs against the Detroit Tigers. That game was bonkers because they were down 7-0. 7-0 going on into the 7th inning. And they won 10-9. The pitch. And that is a foul ball over towards the right side. It's no balls and one strike to Brian Rocchio. The pitch. That's low for a ball. It's a slider. Throwing at 82 miles per hour. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Last pitch, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the second. And the pitch. Fouled back towards the screen. Rocchio's batting average is at .266. The 2-2. That misses off the plate, not by much. And the count is full at 3-2. The payoff pitch, and there's a high drive hit out over towards deep right field. It'll stay in the ballpark, though, and Marte makes the grab, and there's out number 1. You know, chat, we never got to talk about Jalen Carter's contract extension, but it's about time. It's about time. In case you didn't know, he signed a 4-year, $152 million contract extension. That was yesterday. The deal is worth up to $160 million, and that includes $106 million guaranteed. He is a beast. And I'm happy that they locked him up. Same thing with Jordan Davis. I think that really is good for the defense. The 0-1 that's in there for strike 2. But if you're an Eagles fan, let me know what your thoughts are on Jalen Carter's deal. Or if you're a football fan. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2. And that's inside for a ball. Next pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. And there's out number 2 in the top of the second. Two outs, and here's the pitch that's taken down for a ball. The pitch grounded back up the middle for a base hit. Arias gets on with a 2-out single, and he is aboard for the first time today. Question, when's the next Diamond Zone? I really don't know yet. I have no clue. I have not decided yet on when the next one's going to be. I have a lot of stuff coming up over these next couple of weeks, and it's yeah. I don't want to get into like my personal life, but I have a lot of stuff going on. 2 outs, top of the second, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Patrick Bailey is up to bat. A 195 average, 5 home runs, and 19 RBIs. And the pitch. And that misses outside for ball 2. It's better that Howie signed him and got a long-term deal done. Cost for the top defensive tackles just broke the ceiling, and it's only going to get more expensive. I agree. And he's one of the best. If not, I would actually argue... No, I would say he's one of the best. The pitch is in there for a strike. I don't know, Chaz, is he better than Chris Jones? Pitch, now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the top of the second with 2 outs. That's okay, JJ. Yeah, like I said, I was really happy that I was able to sneak this in. But, yeah. The 2-2 delivery. Outside and high for ball 3. So the count is now full at 3-2. Dank, thanks so much for joining over on TikTok. I appreciate it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second. And the 3-2 pitch fouled away. Pete Rose said that he was trying to win harder than anyone on the field every night, says Backroad. What's up, Backroad? Backroad 80, how you doing, buddy? This is your first time on here, my friend. If so, welcome aboard. 3-2 pitch, and that misses not by much. And 2 runners on with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. They got the Yankees game on MLB Network. That game is up on the TV. Betty Halpin, 200 hitter, 2 home runs, and 5 RBIs. He's up to bat. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the second, 2 outs and 2 runners on. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Singer kicks, deals, and it's off the plate for a ball. They're showing all the Yankees injuries. Rodon, Stanton, Bellinger, Schmidt, and Judge. None of them are expected to come back until at least August. 3 of them might be September. The next pitch, and now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. The pitch. And it's fouled back towards the screen. All right. Reds fans. So, one of my favorite players growing up, when I was watching the Cincinnati Reds, I was a big fan of Brandon Phillips. That was one of the guys that I really liked growing up as a kid. The pitch. Flied out over towards shallow center field. Myers is there, and he makes the catch, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. No score out in Cincinnati. Cleveland, one of my favorite players. I mean, I love Jose Ramirez. He's my favorite Cleveland Guardian ever. But Grady Sizemore was somebody that I really enjoyed watching growing up, too. I caught the end of Grady Sizemore's, prime. And, yeah. I'd like to know who your favorite players are after all of that. Your favorite Cleveland Guardians and Cincinnati Reds players. If Donald does return, he's lining up next to Jason Garrett. Rams versus Eagles for NFC Championship, says Dave. You think he's going to unretire? George Foster and those sideburns, says Dave. George Foster, when did he play? When did George Foster play? How long was his career? He's 77. Played with the Reds from 71 to 81. I was thinking it was during that time. I thought it was 73, though. But he technically was a Giant first. He was a San Francisco Giant. Huh. T. Wilson says Barry Larkin. I'm a Barry Larkin guy. I liked it when Barry Larkin was on MLB Network. And he's a commentator, right? Along with John Sadak, who, by the way, is a Rowan alum. That's the school that I went to. He was, he's the only broadcaster from our college who has been able to successfully make it to the majors in any of the major 4 sports and do it full time. But that's cool. Barry Larkin, 12-time All-Star, World Series champion in 1990. Here's the pitch. And that's a called strike to Noelvi Marte. Barry Larkin's a good one. Backrow says, appreciate the welcome. Well, I appreciate you. I really do. 0-1. The pitch and a foul ball. Chris Jones is like Aaron Donald in the sense that he can single-handedly control a football game from the 3-tech. Jalen Carter's close to that level and likely will get there, but he's not there yet. I will say, though, that during the Super Bowl, though, against Kansas City, he outdueled Chris Jones. You know? No balls, 2 strikes, and 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Cantillo kicks and fires, and it's high for a ball. Manny Ramirez. I was a Manny guy, too. I did like Manny. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Or did he foul it? He did. He just got a piece of it. The umpire did say foul ball. Looked like that he got. I thought at first he didn't get it, but umpire said nope, foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. That time, it's a strikeout as he goes chasing after an elevated fastball. And that's the 4th K for Joey Cantillo. Yeah. So, that's facts. Eagles O-line was better than the Chiefs that year, though. Yeah, nah. That's true. That is true. They slaughtered them in the Super Bowl. I put Carter and David as the best defensive tackle duo currently. TD, gotcha. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. But yes, I'm acting like Jalen Carter isn't the highest paid defensive tackle in the league. Yeah. Carter's just as valuable as Parsons, says Kenny. I would actually argue and say, is he as valuable as Parsons? I think he's more valuable than him. I don't know. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. And that's in there for a strike. I mean, the amount of double teams that he just draws. He gets that much attention. And that's why Jordan Davis and, Jalen Phillips all got through to get sacks. He most certainly helped out with that. Not saying that Micah can't do that, but the pitch, swing and a miss. And so that's now 5 strikeouts for Joey Cantillo. That was a nice pitch. Micah's still a good player. The pitch, and that's a 4-seamer down the middle for strike 1 at 93 miles per hour. The Mickey Mouse Chiefs. No balls, 1 strike, the 0-1, and that's a foul ball. I will say, though, if you do put Micah Parsons in Vic Fangio's system, I do think that Micah Parsons does. I think he eats. I do. I think that he would have an even better career. 0-2 pitch, grounded back up the middle for a base hit, and there's a 2-out single here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So, Jordan Love is, like it or not, a dog. Parsons has the most Eagles envy of anyone in the NFL that isn't an Eagle. I feel bad for him. That was a good pitch, and Arroyo was just able to slap it out over the center field. 2 gone, bottom of the 2nd, a runner over at first, and Cabrian Hayes is in the box. The pitch, and that's up high for a ball. One ball, no strikes in the bottom of the 2nd. Cantillo comes set, kicks, and fires. And it's down and inside for ball 2. I think Jordan Love is a good quarterback. But is Jordan Love overrated? That's my question. I'm not saying he is. 2-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 3. The throw to second base to get Arroyo, not in time. Edwin Arroyo gets on with a single and then swipes second base. And he is now in scoring position with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. That was a good try. It was a good try. It was a good throw by the catcher, but Arroyo just got a good jump there. Here's the pitch, and the fastball is in there at 91 miles per hour. 3 balls and 1 strike. Sorry about this. We can put this up a little bit more. Carlos, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. I appreciate it, buddy. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the second, and a runner over at second. The pitch. This ball is blooped out over towards right center field. That's actually carrying, and that is going to be caught out in center field by... It's caught out in center field by Halpin, and the inning is over. I'm going to take a very quick step off, all right? I will be right back in just a few moments. Do not go anywhere. I will see you very, very soon. Folks, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. I appreciate you guys for being on here. We are heading to the top of the 3rd inning. No score, 2 hits for Cleveland, 3 hits for Cincinnati. The Guardians have 1 hit from Arias, the other one from DeLauder. The Reds gotten a hit from Sal Stewart, Dave Myers, and Edwin Arroyo. Those are all the hits today. 5 hits combined, no runs scored. Did you know that Mark Sanchez took the Jets to the AFC Championship twice? Love, I think, is properly rated, I think. Who'd you say is the most overrated baseball player and the most overrated NFL player? Who is the most overrated NFL player and MLB player? I'd like to hear both. The pitch. It's a called strike. And it's 0-1 to Stephen Kwan. The pitch. Inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's funny, Allen's a stud too. Will never win a Super Bowl as a Bill. Can't get over the hump. The Bills are snake bitten. Here's the pitch. And that's a line drive base hit out to left field. Stephen Kwan gets on with an opposite field single here in the top of the 3rd inning. Dave says, in the NFL, it's Dak Prescott. In MLB, it's Bryce Harper. That's funny. So leadoff single here in the top of the 3rd. Nah, Trey. Trey Turner. That's funny. 1 ball, no strikes. Severed one says Juan Soto. One 0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Now, out in San Diego, I'm sure you probably heard about Juan Soto like all the time on the radio when he was with the Padres. Overrated Caleb Williams. 1-1 pitch. Line drive, foul ball. Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams as the most overrated. Is he more overrated than Jaden Daniels? 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Ramirez. Line drive, base hit up the middle. Jose Ramirez gets on. Dak's stats don't lie. Don't agree, says T. Wilson. Jay Cook says Xander Bogaerts. Are we just naming all like former Padres players? Xander Bogaerts. That's an interesting one. 2 runners on, nobody out. Top of the 3rd. And Chase DeLauder is up. The pitch. Inside for a ball to Chase. 1 ball and no strikes in the top of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Current Padre player. Well, we were talking about Juan Soto, too. He's a former Padre player. So that's why I said current. I meant to say current and former. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. When did Jose Ramirez come back? Jose Ramirez has been back since July 22nd. So last Wednesday. Last week. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. And that ball is fouled off over towards the third base side. Yeah, try not to curse in the chat. That's like one of my rules. Just don't curse. Also, don't spoil the game. We can have a cool conversation, but I can't have people cursing because there are kids who do tune on in, and I do try to set a good example. I've been under a rock. Haley, I feel you. I've been sort of like away from the rest of the baseball stuff too. I mean, I did say that I did watch Brady Singer's last outing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, and that's up high for ball 3. So I feel you. Gotcha, my bad. Sorry, kids. I always laugh when somebody says, like, hi, kids, or I'm sorry, kids. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Brady Singer gets himself a strikeout here in the top of the 3rd inning. It was down. And there's out number 1. It's all right. You didn't know. You're good. You're fine. We are 6 subscribers away from getting to 11,800 on YouTube. 1 away, top of the 3rd. Travis Bazana is up. The pitch. And Bazana lines one out to center field, and that gets down for a base hit, and that is going to put runners at each bag. The throw was supposed to be cut off on the mound, but it was backed up by the catcher, and that puts runners at each base for the Cleveland Guardians. He was one of the best passers in the game. Can't blame everything on Dak, too. It's a team game. That's just his opinion, though. I think Dak is a little bit overrated, too. I don't know if he's the most overrated, but I would agree that he's overrated. The pitch. That's down for a ball. How about Sam Darnold? Is Sam Darnold overrated? The 1-0 pitch, and this ball is popped up out over towards the third base side, and Hayes gets under it and makes the grab for out number 2. I hate the Cowboys more than anything or anyone. I'm more than biased. Hey, I'm a Dallas Cowboys non-lover either, to put it nicely. I'm just surprised I missed it because he's my favorite third baseman. Yeah, he's my favorite third baseman too. I mean, he did win a Super Bowl. He did. He did win a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts. Is Jalen Hurts overrated? That's a good one too. Just kidding, no. He's not overrated. 1 ball, no strikes. Not in my opinion. 1-0 pitch, grounded over towards second. The throw on over to first base is in time for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. Bottom of the third, no score. Acuna Jr. and Bryce Young as the most overrated baseball players and football players. Wow. Ronald Acuna Jr. overrated. Bryce Young, I can understand. But I also feel like that he can have a really good year this year. It wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me. But the most overrated, I don't know about Bryce Young. Acuna. That's interesting. Just kidding. I don't think he's overrated either. The most overrated. This is a great conversation, though. I like this combo. Who wins MVP this year in the NFL? Who wins MVP this year in the NFL? I don't know. JJ, do you think Juan Soto is overrated? Is the amount of money you got for his contract and also the players, or he just walks by balls in the outfield and they get like an infield home run? I think that Juan Soto is a great ball player, but he's not up. He doesn't live up to his contract. Shohei Ohtani is 2 players in 1. That's why he deserves the contract that he got. Juan Soto, no. The pitch, grounded over to third, played on the hop. The throw over to first is in plenty of time, and there's out number 1. One away, bottom of the third. That was Elly De La Cruz who grounded out, and Sal Stewart is up next. The pitch. That's low for a ball. Acuna Jr. was MVP 2 years ago. Injuries have been killing him the last couple of years, says T. Wilson. See, I agree with that, too. Steel Curtain says, I got Derrick Henry as my MVP. Ooh. Derrick Henry as the most valuable player in the NFL. That's cool. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the third, 1 out. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 pitch. And that is a foul ball. I got Drake May in the conversation of MVP. Jalen number 1, also MVP of Super Bowl. It's funny, he didn't have the best season that year, in my opinion, but he played very well in the Super Bowl. If Joe Burrow doesn't get hurt, I think he might have a shot at MVP's back road. That's true. 1-2. And that misses high for ball 2. Smitty is going to make us forget about Brown by week 3, says Dave. Dude, Devontae is going to cook this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the third, 1 out. The next pitch And that is up high and away for ball 3. Give the MVP to Josh Allen. What about Mahomes? What about Mahomes? 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Sal Stewart is down on strikes. And there's out number 2. That pitch was right down the middle. Right there. Right down the middle. And he could not make any sort of contact with the baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr., after he got paid, hasn't been the same. Plus the PEDs. It's a good one. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. The pitch. Down and inside for a ball. But he will get hurt. What? Joe Burrow. Derrick Henry's a good one for MVP. 1-0 pitch. And that is a foul ball. And then Mahomes lost all good pieces in his offense. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like that he's gonna... I feel like he's on a mission this year. I don't think not making it to the playoffs sat well with him. You know, and that's going to make him even hungrier. 1-1 pitch, and that's a pie for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 delivery, and it's low for ball 3. Dave Myers, 1 for 1 today. Up to bat, right-handed hitter. NFL is tricky. 3-1 pitch, and a called strike at the knees. And that makes the count now 3-2. The payoff pitch. And a fly ball hit out over towards shallow right field. And the catch is made for out number 3. We will head to the 4th inning. No score out in Cincinnati. Kenneth Walker III. Kenneth Walker III. That's interesting. A.J. Brown going to be missed. Eagles fans think he's trash now, says T. Wilson. I don't think they think he's trash. I don't think he's I don't think he's terrible, but I do think that he hasn't. I think that he's lost a little bit of a step in his game. I'm not saying that he is like the worst thing ever. No, I think that he's going to help New England. I do. But I also really like Mekhi Lemon. And I love Devontae Smith as a number 1. I think it'll be fun. I do. The Eagles are going to be fine. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it. I will tell you, I am worried about them not having Stoutland. Like that is a loss. I don't care what anybody says. Stoutland University was a huge thing when he was here, and the trenches are going to suffer without him there, and that is something that I'm concerned about. But Mannion with the passing game, I expect that Jalen Hurts is going to be under center more, and they're going to unlock more out of him this year. I know that what the whole narrative is every single year, Jalen has a new offensive coordinator. I get it, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. I'm more worried about the O-line than I am about the receiving core. Stoutland University. Still got Goddard? Yes, you do. Here we go to the top of the 4th, and the pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1, and that is outside and low for a ball. We got Jaylen Brown. I'll take Jaylen Brown. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. The pitch, grounded over towards shortstop. Played on the hop by Elly. The throw to first. The stretch by Stewart. Got him. He's out. What a play. What a play by Elly De La Cruz and Sal Stewart on the connection. Look at that. He just picked it up right off of the backhand. And Stewart just reached out as far as he possibly could on the one hopper and did an excellent job keeping his foot on the bag. And Bailey is up next. Boy, is that huge. Patrick Bailey swings and misses at the fastball down the hatch. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. And that is taken for a ball. Jamie says, this is how much football is missed. The funny part is that I usually don't talk about football during my streams. There's a whole NFL conversation in the middle of an MLB during the off season. The pitch is taken down for ball 2. I mean, I do stream a lot of baseball games, so it was kind of due to happen at some point. The 2-1, foul ball. Two balls and 2 strikes. Bailey in the box. Robert, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded over towards the right side. First baseman has it. Flips it back over to Singer, and there's out number 2 in the top of the 4th. Plus, you have to also remember, too, that the other thing is that in Philadelphia, we've been talking so much about LeBron James coming on over to the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's like we haven't really talked much about the Birds. And usually, like, the number one thing that takes on over the sports talk in Philly is the Eagles. But I think this year it's going to be different. I think LeBron's going to get all the talk. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Petty Halpin is up to bat. He's 0 for 1. And the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. That ball's carrying, but it'll stay in the ballpark. The catch is made, and the inning is over. So, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. So far, so good. Brady Singer has been fantastic. Nice catch, too, out there in left field by Johnson. Yeah. Smitty will be getting all the double teams now and the number 1 defensive back from the other team on coverage. That is true. That is absolutely true. But I think that if he is looked upon, if he is looked upon as that guy, like he was doing this before in college, now obviously he has to do it at the pros, but they feel comfortable with him as the number 1. So I trust Howie. I trust that they're going to figure it out. But yeah. What if Al Pierce wins Offensive Player of the Year? That'd be wild. By the way, the Cubs and the Cardinals are in the bottom of the 2nd. There's nobody on and 2 outs in that game. Ugh. You know, we just talked about NFL MVP. Who is the MLB MVP? If the regular season ended today, this might sound silly, but who wins MLB MVP? Who is the MVP of Major League Baseball? This animation software is pretty sick. You make it. This is everybody asks me that all the time. It's funny. This is actually from MLB Game Day. If you have an MLB Game Day, if you have an MLB.TV account, you can actually on the game day, instead of watching the 2D, you can watch the 3D. And it's legal. You're allowed to show the game. People are always asking, like, is that okay? Yes, it is. People that created the software are awesome. The pitch. That's down for a ball. That's to Gino. Eugenio Suarez, 14 home runs and 39 RBIs. This is a pitching duel. I knew exactly it was going to be a pitching duel. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that is down, but did he go? They say yes, he did. Wow. Suarez went after that breaking pitch. One ball, one strike. The 1-1 pitch. And that's in there for strike 2. Jamie says Yordan Alvarez. Yordan Alvarez. That's a trick question. There's 2 MVPs in baseball. The 1-2. And that's down for ball 2. But as far as the best MVP in baseball, Yordan Alvarez, I would agree. I would agree. The 2-2 pitch. It's outside for ball 3. I think the NFL should have 2 MVPs too. One for the AFC, one for the NFC. 3-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit, out over to left field. And Suarez gets on with the leadoff single in the bottom of the 4th. Pete Crow Armstrong for the National League, says Back Road. So you got PCA in the NL. George! PCA in the National League. Bottom of the 4th. Stevenson is in the box. The pitch grounded over towards the third base side. And that is a foul ball. I guess you're right. They can't give it to Ohtani. PCA probably would be number 1. Brady Singler's not done yet. He's gone 4 innings. He's allowed no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts on 73 pitches. Here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. That was a changeup. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on over at first. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Stevenson in the box. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 0-2 pitch is outside for a ball at 93. Kelly, what's up, Kelly? It's the Battle of Ohio. We have a couple people that tune on into Phillies games from Ohio. It's pretty cool. The 1-2 pitch fouled off the foot of Stevenson. So Tyler Stevenson today is 0 for 1. He did strike out. The guys that have gotten a hit in the lineup for the Reds: Sal Stewart, Dave Myers, Eugenio Suarez, who's over at first, and Edwin Arroyo, who also stole a bag. 1-2 pitch. Down for ball 2. For Cleveland, their top 4 hitters have gotten a hit today. And Arias also has gotten a hit too. So it's Kwan, Ramirez, DeLauder, and Bazana, who are each 1 for 2. Arias is also 1 for 2 as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the 4th. No score out in Cincinnati, Ohio. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the next pitch is fouled off the mask of the catcher, and it's 2-2. Yeah, who would be runner-up MVP in the National League? Miz? The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. I need Stevenson, Elly, De La Cruz, Kyle Manzardo to hit a 9-man hit slip. Ooh, it's a lot. The 2-2 pitch. It's low for ball 3. And it's 3-2. The Tigers were like, hold my beer, and give up a 7-0 lead against the Orioles. And they lost 10-9. Yeah, I'm sure it made you think about something else that happened earlier today. 3-2 pitch. That's fouled back. Similar circumstances, too. I can't get it out of my head. Three-two pitch. That is called a ball. This will be challenged. This is challenged by the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Let's see. It's outside. Ball 4 is confirmed. Alrighty. Kenny says, yeah, Miz. 2 runners on and nobody out, and the Reds are knocking on the door. Noel V. Marte is up to bat next. He is just hitting 188. He has homered 6 times this season and has driven in 13 runs. His first pitch, he takes a whack at a fastball and gets nothing but air. Swing and a miss. He was late. Absolutely late. The 0-1 pitch. And that time he watches a fastball go by down the middle, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cincinnati trying to get on the board. Cantillo, who's on the mound for Cleveland, is ahead in the count 0-2. The pitch. It's down for a ball. The fastball was at 94. I need the Guardians. Am I cooked? No. It's a scoreless game. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field. That ball's going back towards the track, and it's caught right in front of the wall by Stephen Kwan. He makes the catch. He just had barely enough room. Noel V. Marte was just a smidge out in front of that pitch. Not by much. That was a hanger left out over the middle of the plate, and Cantillo takes a very quick sigh of relief. Juan tracked that down, just got back far enough. He went all the way back, and he just barely had enough room. Here comes Johnson, and he loses the bat as he swings and misses at the pitch. No balls and 1 strike to Ivan Johnson. 27 years old from Atlanta, Georgia. Does not have an RBI. 2026 Field of Dream Games features the Phillies and the Twins August 13th. I thought it was August 9th. Isn't it August 9th? Maybe I'm wrong. The 0-1 pitch. It's down for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. You might be right. You probably are right. I believe you. It is. I don't know why. I always thought it was the day before my birthday. The 1-1. That's down and away for ball 2. What are we going to do for that? That's going to be wild. JJ was. Scott was. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ivan Johnson is tied up in the count at 2 apiece. We got 57 likes, 123 people watching over on YouTube. The 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? And Johnson stays alive. Just held up. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-2 pitch and a cold strike 3 on the outside corner. The curveball was right there, and another strikeout by Cantillo. All right, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Seven strikeouts for Joey Cantillo. Here's the pitch. Down and inside for a ball. Edwin Arroyo, 1 for 1 with a single and a stolen base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's called a strike. The Giants, yeah, they did. They slaughtered Milwaukee. Milwaukee is in a... Nobody's really talking about this, but Milwaukee... I mean, they lost 2 out of 3 to the Giants. They got shut out in the first game, and they got spanked today 16-3. One ball and 1 strike. Arise went 4 for 5. Elliot Ramos went 4 for 5. Suzak went 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored, 2 homers, and 4 RBIs. Jeez. Next pitch, now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. I like your simulation thing. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Strike 2 at the knees. It was a curve. What's up, Rise? Did I say Riz? I meant to say Rise. What's up, Rise? Fist pump to you, my guy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a big pitch coming on up. The 2-2 pitch. Cantillo gets the strikeout. Swing and a miss. There was nobody out with runners at first and second base, and the Cincinnati Reds could not bring home a run at all. And we will head to the 6th inning, all scoreless. Told you it was going to be a pitching duel. Said this was going to be a low-scoring game between the pitchers, the starting pitchers. It's all going to come down to which bullpen is better. We are 2 subscribers away from 11,800. 2 more. Back Road says, let's go Tribe. Danny, what's up, Danny? Yes, I needed 0-0 at the end of the 5th inning. Oh, wait. Did I say we're in the bottom of the 5th? Oh, I screwed up. We're going to the top of the 5th. I got ahead of myself. I did. That's fine. 4 innings, 8 strikeouts from Cantillo, 4 hits allowed, 1 walk, no runs. And Brady Singer, 4 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. 11,800 subscribers! Let's go! Thank you so much! Trump the MVPs! Let's go, baby! That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. Here we go to the top of the fifth. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Oh, come on. And then it's going to happen. It's okay. We saw us get to 11,800. I know, I'm used to it. The 0-1, and that's in there for strike 2, and it probably was a bot. Usually, like, that's like what ends up happening. It's usually a bot that, like, unsubscribes or whatever it is, you know? Here's the 0-2 pitch, grounded over towards shortstop, and backhanded by Elly, and he bobbles it. And there's a leadoff infield single in the top of the fifth. Let's go. Elly De La Cruz not able to play good defense at shortstop. That ball just bounced off the tip of his glove. Charge! No, you didn't say fifth. I'm yesing to get out of the fourth. Ooh. The pitch. That's taken for a ball. Jose Ramirez is batting for the Cleveland Guardians. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball 2. It was a sinker at 91 miles per hour. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Ramirez. It's a called strike. It looked like it should have been ball 3. Ramirez does not challenge. The Guardians have 1 challenge left, 1 ABS challenge, and the Reds have 2. The pitch to Ramirez. He grounds this one over to shortstop. Elly throws it over to second. It's not in time. Arroyo was not even close to the bag. Why didn't Elly just take it to the bag himself? 2 runners on and nobody out. What was he thinking right there? He flipped it with his glove over to second, and Arroyo was not even close to the bag. Should have just ran with the ball there. And Arroyo was coming on in, but I don't know, there was just some miscommunication there, and therefore it's a fielder's choice, but there's runners at first and second with nobody out, and more bad defense for the Cincinnati Reds. More blunders. It's crazy. I think Kwan would have been safe at second if he would have taken it to the bag, but that was bad. Arroyo and De La Cruz not able to get on the same page. Here's the pitch. It's inside for ball 1. District Nation, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Folks, go subscribe to District Nation. He covers everything Washington, D.C. sports. For the Nationals, of course, and the Commanders. The pitch. And it's a called strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike in the top of the 5th with runners at first and second. What's up, buddy? Good to see you on here. The pitch. That's down for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Arroyo just not able to get over the second. I thought maybe at first that Elly would have had a play there, but no. Arroyo should have hustled. 2-1 pitch to swing. Did he go? They say no, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 is the count. The 3-1 pitch, and the bases are loaded in the top of the 5th with nobody out. What's up? The sky? The roof. The roof is up. Bases are juiced. And Travis Bazzana is up, and the first pitch is down for ball 1. Bazzana 1 for 2 with a single in the 3rd. 1 ball, no strikes. Singer fires a line drive, hit out to left. That gets down for a base hit. It's a 1-0 ball game in the top of the 5th inning for Cleveland. RBI number 34 for Travis Bazzana. Well, that's what happens when you don't get help from your defense. But Bazzana got a good pitch, sliced it out to left, and Cleveland is on the board. RES Sports. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? How about those Phillies? Boo! They've been atrocious. They've made me sick. Can't stand them right now. But I still love them. But nah. You have that you have that family, or you have that child, you have like that disappointment on your face, or like you have a dog and it's like the dog did something that you didn't like, even though you still love your dog and you think that your dog is cute, but they did something that was wrong and you're giving them that look. Yeah. That's how I feel about my Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch is in there for a strike, and that's to Brian Rocchio. The pitch, foul ball, over towards the left side. Good job, Bananas. After he retires, they have to do something with him on the Savannah Bananas. They do. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. There's out number one. And Brian Rocchio strikes out. Welcome to my life, JJ. Blowing saves. Oh, man, it's brutal. It's brutal, District Nation. It's just the same stuff every single year. One out, top of the fifth. The pitch, and that is down for a ball. The funny part is that the more shorts I post, the more trolls I get. It cracks me the heck up. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 delivery, it's low for ball two. But I've also noticed that obviously when it comes to the Phillies' downfall here, it's great for clicks from Braves fans and from Mets fans, and even though, ew, I love you guys. I don't hate fan bases. 2-0 pitch, and that is up high for ball three. But man, we're definitely getting some more engagement. We got a little bit of engagement from a Yankees fan. Actually, a couple of Yankees fans on TikTok. They were like, we'll take Bryce Harper off your hands. 3-0 pitch, and that's down for ball four. 2-0 Cleveland, top of the fifth. Jose Ramirez just crossed home plate. And an RBI walk with the bases loaded. Singer was sailing so far in the game. Before the inning started, it was all smooth sailing for him. And Arias is up, and he takes a called strike. No balls, one strike to Gabriel Arias. And here's the pitch. Outside and low for a ball. One ball, one strike, top of the fifth. We have 62 thumbs ups. The stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss. That was at 91, down Broadway. Manzardo is at first. He got on with a bases-loaded walk. Bazzana's at second. He got on with an RBI single. And DeLauder's at third. The 1-2 pitch, low and outside for ball two. JJ, good luck because your team comes to Baltimore. I can't even think about my team right now. They make me sick. The 2-2 pitch, outside and low for ball three. I have never been so excited about an off day tomorrow. I've never been Look, I haven't been looking forward to an off day in forever when it comes to Phillies baseball. The Phillies need a day off. It's 3-2 to Arias. The 3-2 pitch outside again. Terry Francona is going to pull the plug, and he will wave goodbye to Brady Singer. Patrick Bailey is up, and we have a pitching change. Singer, through the first 4 innings, was doing great. And in the 5th inning, he is still responsible for all the base runners. He's also given up 2 earned runs and 4 walks so far. Looks like Caleb Ferguson will pitch for the Cincinnati Reds. Ferguson was on the Pirates. He was also on the Seattle Mariners, started off his career with the Dodgers. And then also played for the Yankees and spent a little bit of time with the Houston Astros. And he's on the Cincinnati Reds right now. I took Brady Singer under FS, under 5 innings. Wow. Wait, FS is 5? Is that right? 5 innings? Good for you. Elena, congratulations. Congratulations to you. All it takes is 1 inning. All it takes is 1 inning. We are 1 subscriber away from getting back to 11,800. 1 subscriber away. Uno. Subscribing is basically hitting the follow button. We are still in the top of the 5th inning. Still in the top of the 5th. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Let's go. 3-0 Guardians. We're back! We did it! We'll celebrate again, Jerry! MVPs! 11,800, Jerry, you are 11,800. Unless it was also, as the pitch is in there for a strike, it could have also been Elena. No balls, 1 strike. Elena, if you did subscribe, thank you so much. The balls, 1 strike, bases loaded, 1 out, the pitch, and that is low for a ball. Thank you all so much for all the love and the support. It's been 3.5 years, man. 3.5 years, and we have just been grinding. The 1-1 pitch, line drive, hit out towards right field, and that is caught right on the track by Marte. 1 more run will score on the sacrifice fly. It's a 4-0 Cleveland lead. Four runs in the 5th inning. Singer is done. Brady Singer is out of the game. We waved goodbye to him, and so did Terry Francona. So Ferguson is in. That run, though, gets charged to Singer. 2 outs in the pitch, swing and a miss. 93 miles per hour down the middle. Petty Halpin, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts, is up to bat for his 3rd time tonight. 4-zip Cleveland. The 0-1, and it's down for a ball to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Brady again, just a recap, was doing great. And all of a sudden, in the 5th inning, he crumbled. The 1-1 pitch, and it's outside for ball 2. Here is how the 5th inning has gone. It actually wasn't even all his fault. His defense, he didn't get help from Elly De La Cruz. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1 pitch, and there's a grounder hit over to third. Hayes has it, throws it over to first. The inning is done, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-0 Cleveland, bottom of the 5th coming on up. So this is how the inning went. All right, ready for this? Listen carefully. Stephen Kwan got on with an E6 as Elly De La Cruz. Oh my gosh, I'm so used to saying Phillies names. I promise I'm not making this up. Not doing this on purpose. Elly De La Cruz made a blunder over at shortstop on a backhanded play and just could not come up with it. And then Jose Ramirez grounded into a fielder's choice, and the ball was grounded over to Elly. Nobody went to go cover second base. And by the time the second baseman got there, it was just too late. So Ramirez and Kwan were at first and second. Then they waltzed Chase DeLauder. Travis Bazana ended up getting on with an opposite field single to drive in the first run of the game. Brian Rocchio struck out. Kyle Manzardo and Gabriel Arias walked. And then they took Singer out of the game, and Bailey hit the sacrifice fly, and that made it 4-0. So really, in the inning, there was just one hit. There was just one hit in that inning. One hit. And they got 4 runs. Unbelievable. Time to go to the bottom of the 5th. Hayes is up. De La Cruz will come as follows. And Stewart is behind him. Connor Leone, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Oh, man. JJ, after this game against the Mets, the Braves will host the Nationals. Tomorrow. Is that tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. What's going on tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday? Yeah, they play tomorrow at 7 o'clock out in Georgia. Joey Cantillo, 4 innings, 4 hits, and 8 strikeouts, 1 walk allowed, and no runs. The pitch. It's down and inside for a ball at 97 miles per hour. Colin Holderman, pitching in his 42nd game of the season with a 1.76 ERA. Throws the pitch, and it's outside for ball 2. Brian, what's up, Brian? Again, Cleveland leads it 4-0. 2 balls, no strikes. I don't know how much you heard about that, Brian, but I gave a recap. If you want a recap, drop a 1 down below. 2-0 pitch. Popped up over towards the left side, and the catch is made for out number 1. It's actually hit over towards the right, but Arias had to go over towards his left. And he caught it with ease. 1 out. Elly De La Cruz, who had a bad defensive 5th inning. I'm sure that a lot of Reds fans will say, what else is new? But he is up to bat. The pitch. Outside for a ball at 98 miles per hour. Are any of you Reds fans tired of Elly playing over at short? Do you think it's time for him to go to the outfield? The pitch. Swing and a miss. I would like to hear your thoughts about Elly De La Cruz and his defense. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman has it on a hop. Throws it over to first. And Elly is out. 2 away, bottom of the 5th. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Holderman versus Stewart. The pitch is in there for a strike. JJ, I have a question for you. Is Brian Keller going to pitch for your team on Friday against Brandon Young? I honestly don't know yet. We have a lot of problems going on with the Philadelphia Phillies. I don't know what the website says. On ESPN, it says that the Phillies have not decided. 1 ball, 1 strike. I would assume yes, but that's if nothing happens tomorrow. The 1-1 pitch, and that's inside for ball 2 at 96. They could make a trade tomorrow. I don't know who it would be. I'm just saying I can't rule it out of the possibility. Rule it out as a possibility. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That's to Sal Stewart, who's 1 for 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away, bottom of the 5th. The pitch, outside again for ball 3, and it's a full count. Three-two pitch, fly ball hit out over towards left field, not deep though, and Kwan will make the grab. We go to the 6th inning, 4-0 Cleveland. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. I will see you very, very soon. All right, that's better. Here comes Stephen Kwan to the plate. The pitch is in there for a strike. I had to take off the hat. I was getting a little bit sweaty with it on. No balls, 1 strike. There's 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Kwan is in the box. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 is in there for strike 2. Braves are up 1-0 as we check in on them. They're playing the Mets. Chris Sale, 6 innings, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts, and no runs. The pitch. Line drive, hit out over towards center. It's caught, though, and there's 1 out in the 6th. Myers made the catch. Sale is done. Actually, sorry, Christian Scott is done. Christian Scott went 6 innings, He gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and struck out 7. Jose Ramirez takes a called strike down the middle. No balls and 1 strike to Jose. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Petty fires. And it's outside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Franco Ailman is warming up in the Cleveland bullpen. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's off the foot of Jose Ramirez, and he is down. Oh, no. Got him right on the foot. Stretching out his leg. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the trainer out to go check up on him. He is still down. Actually found it off of his knee. Got it right off of his knee. His back kneecap. Ow. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Square on the kneecap. He gets up. That's good. And he is squatting. Look at him dancing. On the 3D. Is that what it's showing it? Or is that what it's showing? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jeez Louise, why do I have to see another replay of this? I saw this 5 times. Stop showing me replays. I got so annoyed when they do that. One ball, 2 strikes. He's going to stay in the game. That's good. The 1-2 pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. He might just stay in to finish this at bat. You don't know. But we're keeping our eye on him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch to Ramirez. And that is a foul ball. Yeah, the 3D's fun. Did it show the trainer going out there? I have to rewatch it. I'll have to rewatch it on the playback. What's up, Troy? Good to see you, buddy. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jose Ramirez. The 2-2 pitch. That is way inside for ball 3. The count is full at 3-2. Excuse. Three balls, 2 strikes, and 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch, and Ramirez flies one out towards shallow left field. Going to be a tough play, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Jose gets on with a bloop single. The ball misses the cutoff man. Ramirez goes over to second. He's rounding second. The throw to third. It's not in time. More defensive blunders for the Cincinnati Reds. What kind of a throw was that out in left field? Wow. Johnson threw that thing way over the head of the second baseman. Let's look at this again. He actually threw it right over to Elly De La Cruz, and De La Cruz couldn't backhand it. Oh my gosh. Thought he threw it over his head. No, I stand corrected. De La Cruz could not even backhand it. Are you kidding me? 1 ball, no strikes in the top of the 6th. It was thrown right over to him. And the pitch is down and inside for ball 2. More defensive, awful defensive plays by Elly De La Cruz. Defensively, he's had an awful game today. I'm going to ask the question again, Cincinnati fans. Where do you put him? The 2-0 pitch. And it's outside for ball 3. Even though we stink, JJ, you make it fun. I try, man. I try. I really do. And that's another reason why I wanted to come on here later today. I figured, God forbid, if there was a blunder like there was today, it's good for us to just be able to watch other sports and just chill. 3-0 pitch. That's outside for ball 4. We're in the top of the 6th, and there's 1 out and runners over at the corners. I guess, chat, we don't want Elly De La Cruz over at shortstop defensively. We complained about Trey Turner, but Elly has been just egregious in this game. The pitch, fouled off by Travis Bazana. No balls and 1 strike. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. How did they classify that? It's a single and an error. They called it an error on Johnson, but De La Cruz should have dug that thing out. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't really like how they gave the error to Johnson. Was that a good throw? Not necessarily, but you got to know how to pick at those things. 1-1 pitch. Outside for ball 2. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. It does. It absolutely does. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch, and it's chopped foul. I think he's the most overrated. You know it because I've said it more than one occasion. You've said it a lot. You have. It's another reason why I was sort of kind of happy that I picked this game. I was like, because I got to hear this from Haley. The 2-2 pitch. And a cold strike 3 at the knees, and Bazana is down looking. Yeah. I'm just happy that Jose is okay. I don't know if you heard, but he was in the box, and he fouled a pitch off of his kneecap, and he was down for a while. But he's in the game for now. We'll see if he comes out after the inning is over. But he's on at 30, got on with a bloop single, and then a bad throw, and another bad defensive blunder. Made him go over to third. No balls, 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The toss back over to first. The throw was high, but Stewart jumped up and caught it. Oh my gosh. What a play by Sal Stewart. I don't know how he caught that. I don't know how he caught that. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and a fake throw over to second, and that puts 2 runners in scoring position. D. Rich, thank you so much for the 1,000 joules and the air travel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. MVPs. The 0-2 pitch, and there's a chopper hit over towards the first baseman. The throw to first is in plenty of time, and the inning is over. Nice play by Sal Stewart, and the inning is done. Time to go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-0 Cleveland. 7 hits, 4 runs, and no errors so far for them. The Yankees have a 4-0 lead as they're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cam Schlittler has been dominant so far for the New York Yankees. You got the Cubs and the Cardinals scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs in that game. The Rays, they did complete the shutout against the Texas Rangers. Mackenzie Gore went 7 innings. He gave up 3 earned runs for Texas. And he struck out 9. And Ben Peoples, that's his name. Ben Peoples went 1 inning, allowed 1 walk, and did not strike out a batter. Ben Peoples. He made his major league debut on July 4th. It's like Donovan Peoples-Jones. I like that name. Look at that bullpen, though, for Tampa Bay. They went 9 innings today. They shut out the Texas Rangers. Look at Mina got the start. He went 1 2/3 of an inning. And they just went to a full bullpen game, and they shut them out. Imagine getting shut out in a bullpen game. That's awful. I wish our pitching could do that. I wish our pitching could do that. But again, the Texas Rangers don't necessarily have a good offensive team. It's crazy how much baseball and sports change in just a couple of seasons. Like, the Texas Rangers were on top of the world in 2023, and now, like, look at them. That would never happen with Phillies, says Troy. Yeah. Nah. Franco Ailman will pitch 12 games, a 1.32 ERA, 13 2/3, 16 strikeouts, 5 walks, 1 homer allowed. I'll take him. Bottom of the 6th, the pitch, and Willie Hitstein-Myers. That's not a good start. Got him right on the elbow, and he is standing outside of the box, but he'll be rewarded first base. Unless they decide to challenge this to see if it hit the bat first. I got him on the hand. I got him. Oof. All right, I'm done looking at replays. Please, if I have to see one more replay of him getting hit on the hand. Runner over at first, bottom of the 6th. 4-0 Cleveland. And Gino is up next. He's 1 for 2. The pitch. And that is swung on and missed. D, thank you again for the air travel. I appreciate it. The 0-1, and that is popped up again towards the first base side and foul ground. Out of play it goes. One season a team could go 162-0 and win the World Series, and then a season later they can go 0-162. That's how baseball is. It's full of randomness. That's true. You could also get robbed on 27 home runs in a game. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. The toss back to first. And that is not in time. Absolutely, brother. Thanks for spending time with us. Well, I appreciate you. I like spending quality time with people on here whenever I have the chance. Today I did have the chance, and I wanted to come on and say hi. The 0-2 pitch. That's a called strike 3 to Gino, and he was hitting some dirt. He wasn't looking at anybody, but he just, I don't know, something got caught in his cleat or what, but he wasn't happy. Let's look again. He was like looking down. He was just, yeah, I don't know. It was like he was ready to continue the at-bats. He was frustrated. Okay. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Stevenson facing Ailman, who has 5 pitches. Tyler Stevenson, right-handed hitter, catcher for the Cincinnati Reds, at the plate. And the 0-1 delivery way up high. I miss Jay Bruce. I want Jay Bruce back on the Phillies. 1-1 pitch. Line drive and a base hit out to center field. And that puts runners at first and second. The throw back to second. It's not in time. Myers thought about going over to third, and he just barely got his hand back in there. He took a turn around second base, and he was nearly out. Oh, wow. That was close. Let's look at this again. He just got his hand back in there. He did. He got it. 2 runners on, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Noelvi Marte comes up, and he fouls a fastball away towards the right side, and foul. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch, and the fastball is down the middle at 97 miles per hour. Marte's average sits at 187. He's 0 for 2. The Reds have 2 runners on with 1 out. The count is 0-2 to Marte. Ailman kicks, fires, chopper, hit over towards shortstop, and through the hole for a base hit. 1 run will score. The Reds are on the board. That took a high bounce and just went over the glove of the shortstop. Arias, he tried to dive there, or Rocchio, I should say, and was not able to do so. The Reds will have the tying run up to bat. It's one way to get a single. Johnson's up next. And with that, Vogt is going to make a move. That is going to do it. And it looks like Sabrowski is going to come on in. Who are you rooting for in this game? I am not rooting for anybody in particular. But I did have... I forget which team I had winning. I think I had Cincinnati coming out on top. I was, so far I have been incorrect. I've been incorrect so far. Folks, if you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. If I were to pick one team, though, if you had a gun pointed at my head heading on into this game, I probably would have said Cleveland. Probably would have said Cleveland. Oh, yeah. Nice. How the Braves doing? Braves are still up 1-0. Acuna's back. I didn't even know Acuna was back. When did he come back? Oh, wait, I kind of remember. He came back on the 27th. Wait, yeah, he came back 2 days ago. Huh. Acuna's back. I forgot. 1 for 4 with a run scored on Monday. Is he playing today? He's 0 for 3 in this game. Maybe he played in game 1. Maybe. He went 0 for 3 in game 1, and so far is 0 for 3 in game 2. Bottom of the 6th, the Reds have 2 runners on, and Sabrowski will be the next pitcher for Cleveland. The pitch. It's a strike, and it catches the outside edge. Eric Sabrowski, 38 games, a 3-2 record, a 3.56 ERA, 50 strikeouts, and 30 1/3 of an inning. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Who just pitched for Cleveland? I was like, I want him. Of course, when I say that, he has a bad outing. Still responsible for the runners over at first and second. The 0-2. Outside for a ball. We're just in the bottom of the 6th. There's still plenty, and I mean plenty of baseball left to go. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Johnson goes chasing after a curveball in the dirt and inside as well. 2 away. How we doing on those likes? I missed that before. 74 likes. Awesome. Good. That is good. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. And Arroyo is up. They see if he went. He did not. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Edwin Arroyo is 1 for 2. 8 seconds are left on the pitch clock. The 1-0 delivery. Strike 1. Down the middle. All right, let me guess. I want to see if my memory is correct. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ashbury, thank you so much for tapping on in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got 2 runners on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cleveland is up 4-1. We're trying to get more people on the platform to do play-by-play. That's what we're trying to do. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed again. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sobrowski. I'm an Ohio fan. Either team wins, I win, says Ashbury. Where in Ohio are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Folks, if you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We do not cover Cleveland sports, but we cover Philadelphia sports. We just had extra time today, and so we were like, you know, might as well come on and do this game. You guys voted for this game. It was either going to be this or the Astros game. So we decided to do this one instead. If you like what you hear, if you like the radio play-by-play, also sprinkling in the usage of you guys as color commentators and getting you guys involved, make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing and liking is free. Yes, indeed it is. Top of the 8th, it's a 1-0 lead for the Atlanta Braves. The Royals lead at 4-0 against the Minnesota Twins. They're in the top of the 7th. The Yankees also are up 4-0, and that is in the top of the 6th. All right, so here we go. I wouldn't mind doing play-by-play for the Padres, but I honestly don't know how to do anything on a computer. So, hey, man, do it. If you want to learn how to do it, do it. I mean, I know that it sounds like simple, but you know, like, definitely just start. Like, I always tell people all the time, like, get started. You know, even if, like, you don't know, like, how to do something, don't be afraid to try new stuff. They always have a great lineup, says Ashbury. It's good to get that perspective from the outside looking on in. They are going through a horrendous slump. Ashbury, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Drop the MVPs for Ashbury. Here we go, top of the 7th inning, and the first pitch, and that's in there for a strike. So the guy that's pitching right now, that is Chase Petty. He's 23 years old. He's facing Kyle Manzardo, who's 0 for 2. Petty has 23 pitches, and the 0-1 pitch. It's outside. It was a changeup at 87 miles per hour. Sorry, we might be a little bit off when it comes to the 3D. There's nothing that we can do about that. I have this synced up the best of my abilities, for sure. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Manzardo. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Manzardo slices and dices it foul. Asbury says Northeast. Nice. JJ, hello. Yesterday was Trey's birthday. It's funny, he is like a month early before our Trey. Because our Trey's birthday is June 30th. How do I know that, JJ? Because he had a cycle on his birthday. The 1-2 pitch. Hits outside for ball 2. My God, you just don't know how to win easy. Yeah, you guys have been through a lot. Both of our franchises have been through so much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. And that is up high and outside for ball 3. The sinker touched 96 miles per hour. Manzardo has never faced Petty before. The 3-2 pitch. Another chopper and another foul ball. Shante, what's up, Shante? What is up, Shante? Did I see Shante here? How come your chat went away? Shante, you're here, right? 3-2 pitch and a high fly ball hit out to deep right field. Bye-bye, baseball. Kyle Manzardo with his 13th blast of the season. He got it down Broadway and did not miss a beat on that pitch. 425 feet on a fastball right down the turnpike. The pitch, ground ball down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Arias is going to think two. He'll go over to second. The ball dies. And Arias gets on with a double in the top of the 7th. With nobody out. Wow. That pitch also stayed up out over the middle. That ball actually hit the third base bag too. Charge! Had it right off the bag. It took a very weird bounce and just went out over to left field, all the way towards the corner in foul territory. And here comes Bailey to the plate. And Bailey pops up the first pitch and skies it towards center field. Shallow center field. The catch is made, and there's out number 1. My MVP for the Phillies game was you, JJ. What's up, Try? What is going on, Try? Sitting through that collapse of the bullpen, you kept the passion for the team, and that's all that matters. I had to give it all that I had, and I had to just call a spade in that postgame show. I unleashed on that team because that was just pitiful. The pitch. Line drive hit out to left field. There's another base hit. Arias stops over at third. Runners are at the corners, and Cleveland is looking to add on to their lead. Charge! Told you he was our home run leader. Yeah, he did. Yeah. He's a strong guy. He really is. I always liked Manzardo. Runners at the corners, top of the 7th inning, and 1 out so far. Cleveland leads it by 4. In the digital flesh, hello, folks. What's up, BW? First and foremost, congratulations to your team on just a magnificent comeback against those Tigers. We got a pitch and change. We have a pitch and change right now out in Cincinnati, Ohio. But congratulations to you, my friend. That was quite a comeback, seriously. Do not ask me any questions about my team. But congratulations to you. Turner, JJ. Yeah, I'm going to start working on making a t-shirt design of Aaron Nola Gonna use a photo of him holding up a baseball and Photoshop a baseball-sized meatball in his hand. You gotta do one of Trey Turner frying up scrambled eggs and scrambling the eggs. That's funny. Water. Water is good for the soul. Yes, it is. Top of the 7th. How do we get here, JJ? Well, we'll do a recap, a summary recap of what has gone on so far. The Guardians lead it 5-1. Bazana had an RBI single in the top of the 5th inning. That 5th inning was crazy. They only got one hit in that 5th inning, Cleveland, and they put up 4 runs. Just ridiculous. Manzardo had a bases-loaded walk. Arias had a bases-loaded walk. And Bailey hit a sac fly. Again, that was after Bazana got the only hit of the inning. And it was a 4-0 game at the time. Noelvi Marte then had an RBI single in the bottom of the 6th. And Kyle Manzardo hit a home run. And that made it 5-1. There's runners at the corners. We're in the top of the 7th. And it's 1-0 to Stephen Kwan. Good evening, JJ and Chad. How are we all doing? How aren't we doing? We're coping. I'm happy to see you. The pitch is up high for ball 2. The throw to second. That's not in time. Kwan makes it a 2-0 count. Look at this. Small ball, folks. This is what happens on the base pads. The Cleveland Guardians are stealing bases. Bunting guys over and just taking advantage of opportunities. 2 balls, no strikes, the 2-0 pitch. And that is called a strike. It looked a little bit high. Pitching right now is Garcia. Stephen Kwan is in the box. He's 1 for 4. The pitch, and Kwan flies one out towards left center field. This will be deep enough to score the runner from third. Arias, he tags up, the catch is made, the throw to home is cut off, and now it's 6-1 Cleveland. Kwan drives in his 19th run of the season. Top of the 7th, 2 away, runner at second, and the pitch, and a called strike right down the middle. No balls and 1 strike. That's to Jose Ramirez. Yeah, BW, I will DM you the 0-1, and it's up high for a ball. I don't know yet what I'm doing about streaming tomorrow, but I do want to DM you. Everything's good, of course. 1 ball, 1 strike. Do not curse in my chat, please, and thank you. That's it. That's all I ask. Don't curse in my chat. And then there's 3 other things that I have for you, too. Do not spoil the game. Do not be a jerk. Other than that, have fun. Well, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? 1-2, grounded over to first. Played on the hop. The throw back over to Garcia is in plenty of time for out number 3. Ramirez is retired. But the Guardians lead it 6-1. That is the score. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Just need Elly De La Cruz for a hit to win my slip now. Well, my friend, I wish you good luck. Oh, you're still tuning on it? We were still talking about football. Then that conversation died off. But what's going on, T. Wilson? I forgot that you're still tuning on it because you have a 9-game, you have like a 9-player parlay or something. Everything else hit for you? Let's go. Bottom of the 7th. Just a little bit about me, folks. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I've been on here for 3.5 years. I went to school for broadcasting. I went to Rowan University in South Jersey, and I got to call minor league baseball games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, the high A affiliate of the Washington Nationals, on the radio station. And I also got to do Delaware Bluecoats play-by-play as well. They're the G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. So I do come from the broadcasting background, but I interned at NFL Films, and one of the play-by-play announcers for the Philadelphia Phillies, Scott Fransky, came to Rowan to speak with the students, and I talked to him afterwards, and he said, "Well, I see that you do play-by-play. That's cool, but like, with all due respect, how many games did you do a week?" And I said about like 1 to 2, and he was like, 1 to 2? Like, you got to get reps. You have to be consistent. You have to call games. If you want to do this full time, you got to call games. And he put that in my head. And, I started the YouTube channel. First, it was just going to be a demo. That's really what I started it for. And then it turned on into a 3.5-year process of just building a community. And we have been building it every single day. And it's been so much fun. It's changed my whole mindset about the broadcasting industry and just about how great the streaming space is and how wide open things are. And it's cool to just be able to engage with you guys on here. That's something that TV and radio does not provide. And it's a different type of a call. We treat it like it's radio, but at the same time, we get you guys involved. And it's chill. The pitch is taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Cabrian Hayes is up. Swing and a miss. Advice from Scott Fransky is amazing. I've gotten some really good advice from some awesome people in the industry. But that advice was great. The Red Seller, says Ashbury. I don't know. The 1-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. I guess they should be, right? I mean, Santillan should be on the market. 2 balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch to Cabrian Hayes, and that's in there for strike 2. So Matt Festa is pitching. Festa is 33 years old. Was with Cleveland last year. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Festa has 47 strikeouts and 43 innings of work. His earned run average sits at a 4.40. The Red Sellers, what do you want for De La Cruz? What do I want for De La Cruz? I don't cover the Reds. Bottom of the 7th, the pitch. That's outside for a ball. Oh, but what would I like for Elly De La Cruz? I don't want Elly De La Cruz on the Philadelphia Phillies. I do not want Elly De La Cruz. We already have problems at shortstop. Defensively. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch and a fastball down the pike for strike 2 at 94 miles per hour. Guardians have an abundance of pitching. Yes, they do. I would gladly, and this probably will never happen, but I would take Parker Messick off your hands. Or I'd get a bullpen piece. The 1-2 pitch, check swing, did he go? It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Elly De La Cruz. The best piece of advice that I've gotten from somebody in the broadcast industry. Justin just made me think about that. The 2-2, and that's a foul ball. Maybe I'll save that for a sharing the mic with JJ episode. Two balls, 2 strikes. Elly De La Cruz hitless in 3 at-bats, and has also made some terrible defensive plays today. The pitch. And that's inside for ball 3. Did you just call Parker a good bullpen piece? No. I said I would take him or I would take a good bullpen piece. That's what I would do. But yeah. The 3-2 pitch. And a fly ball by Elly hit out over towards left field. That ball's going back towards the track, but it's caught by Kwan right in front of the wall, and Elly just misses a home run. And we will actually stay in the bottom of the 7th. There's 2 away. Number 1 rule broken. What's the number 1 rule? The pitch. And that's called a ball. I mean, Parker Messick would be a great bullpen piece for the Dodgers. What a pitch. That's in there for a strike. When they're healthy, Robleski's their number 5 starter. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That was thrown at 85 miles per hour. I love T-Mac, but Fransky has some of the most legendary calls. That is true. What would Philly trade for Brian Rocchio, the Guardian shortstop? Honestly, they're looking for an outfielder and a pitcher. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. And it's time to go to the 8th inning. Cleveland is up by 5. 6-1, Cleveland. I like Brian Rocchio, though. I do. I do like Brian Rocchio. Parker's going to New York or LA, says Ashbury. If Parker goes to the Dodgers, he's immediately going to the bullpen. Like, he's going to be a middle reliever for them. And they don't need that. They don't need that. Nope, they do not. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike to chase the louder. 0-1. Grounded up the middle. Played on the hop by De La Cruz. The throw to first base. That's in time for out number 1. Justin says, I think we need some help. Dave Dombrowski, not elite. And we got a good ball club. I saw that comment on the replay, and I could not stop laughing when you said that. We got a good club. I think we need some help. Oh, man. The real broken, keeping a prospect too long until they become suspect. The Rosenthal comment. Keeping your prospects until they become suspects. Yeah, tell the Phillies that. The 0-1, and that's in there for strike 2. Tell the Phillies that, because that's what they've been doing ever since they've been a franchise. No balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 delivery. Down and inside for a ball. The pitch, swing and a miss, and there's out number 2 in the top of the 8th inning. So there's 2 up and 2 down. And it's a 5-run lead still for the Guardians. Up next is Rocchio. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Asbury says, I like the whole lineup for Philly. Good. Because I don't want to see them tomorrow. You can have them for tomorrow. They're all yours. Take them with you tomorrow. The pitch. That's down for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hypothetically, what would you give up for Chase DeLauder? What would I give up for Chase DeLauder? The pitch. That's a called strike. What would I give up for Chase DeLauder? I can't think straight. Because the 1-2 pitch is flied out over towards right center field, and that's going to go all the way towards the wall. That's why. And that is a 2-out double here in the top of the 8th inning by Brian Rocchio. He gets on, and he is now at second base. What would I do to trade for Chase DeLauder? I would give up Aiden Miller. I would give up... I'd give up Aiden Miller. I would give up a Rafael Marchand. I would give up... and I'd give up maybe a Nundo Sosa and get Chase DeLauder that way. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Cleveland would definitely not accept my offer if that were to be the case. I'd throw Bohm in the deal. I would throw... Maybe not Bohm, sorry. I'd throw Stott in the deal to get Chase DeLauder. I would. Kyle Manzardo is up to bat. The pitch, and it's up high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-1 pitch, and it's down for ball 3. Sure, send it over. By all means. By all means. Any merch ideas, I am all for that. Absolutely. Three-one pitch, and that is down for ball 4. 2 runners on with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning for the Guardians. There it is. Need Brady, 1 more strike. Brady? Brady's done, buddy. George! My friend, Brady is done. He is done. The pitch, swing and a miss. Brady's sinker lasted just... How many innings did he go today? Thought I had it up in front of me. I don't. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch, that's in the dirt for a ball. Brady's sinker went 4 1/3 of an inning. The 1-1 pitch. Swing on the miss. And now it's 1-2. I'm so confused. Were all of those runs non-earned for Brady Singer because of the error? That's right. Those were all non-earned runs. The 1-2 pitch, flied out over towards left. The catch is made, and the inning is over. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 6-1 Cleveland lead. Because of those errors by Elly De La Cruz, none of those runs were earned for Brady Singer. I did not even think about that. Yeah, he gave up 4 runs. I'm like, why is there zeros on the board? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. 4 runs, none of them were earned by Brady Singer. Is Brady going to pitch again? The next time that he'll pitch will probably be next week. So if you're looking for him tonight, you're cooked, man. You're cooked. Yeah, he's done. Pitchers don't come back on into the games. It's not like the NBA. It's not like the NFL or even the NHL where they have lines. When you're done in baseball, you're done. Goodbye. Unless it's spring training, of course, which I didn't know. And I think that that's crazy. I think that that's cool, actually, that in a spring training game, you can actually go back out there to play. Email sent, JJ. Bingo! Nice. Phillies, tell me. Indians, you should take us. Hey, we got... let's see, how many Guardians Phillies players can I name? Okay, so you got Rhys Hoskins, you got Cliff Lee, you got Grady Sizemore, you got Jim Tomei. Who else? Who else played for the Guardians that I am not thinking of? Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana was a Philadelphia Philly. That's 5. Cesar Hernandez, I think, was a Philadelphia or was a Cleveland Guardian too. So that's 6. I think that that's all that I can think of right now. Michael Bourne. Michael Bourne was a Cleveland Indian. That's 7. I'm sure that there's others that'll probably pop on into my head at some point. D. Oh, I saw that before. I thought I saw that before. Any other like former Phillies Guardians players that you can think of? Let me know down below. I'm gonna dive and see Turner cooking scrambled eggs. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Be thankful you have 1 and we're still waiting. We have 2. Charlie Manuel. That's true too. Charlie Manuel is 2. Is true. Did I see Rhys Hoskins? Rhys Hoskins, yeah. Rhys Hoskins is another one. The pitch. That's outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Bottom of the 8th inning. Tom Seaver. Did Tom Seaver play for the Phillies? 1-0 pitch. And that ball is fouled away. I think that we have like a bullpen piece from you guys. Some guy named Bob. Hunter Gaddis is on the pitch. A 2.86 ERA. 33 strikeouts in 34 2/3 of an inning. I've always liked Hunter Gaddis. He's facing Dane Myers. The pitch. And that's up high for a ball, too. Just saw, as per Jeff Passan, the Rangers are getting right-handed relief pitcher Chase Silseth and Logan O'Hoppe from the Los Angeles Angels. What's the trade for? Who's in the return for the package? 2-1, and that's up high for ball 3. I don't have my phone out in front of me. I'm getting tired of looking at social media on my phone. The 3-1 pitch. And a called strike 2. Right down the middle. That's cool, though. The 3-2 delivery. Down and out for ball 4. And leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 8th. Hunter has a tight spin. He's a good pitcher, man. I've always been a fan of Hunter Gaddis. Who's that other pitcher that you guys had in the 2016 World Series out of your bullpen that I really liked? Oh, yeah, Brian Shaw. Oh, it's Brian Shaw, but then he like went to the Rockies. I think he's still in the league. Jalen Carter, yeah! How he got it done, Steve. He got it done. No balls and 2 strikes. There wasn't anything on Twitter or by him, but Talking Baseball's IG said that they're getting infielder Angel Arredondo. Got you. 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gaddis records a strikeout. Yeah. 1 out. And a runner still on over at first. Jalen Carter. Have the Phils made any moves yet? Have they made any moves yet? No. Nothing. No splashes. The pitch. And that is popped up over towards the first base side. Who's going to get it? Manzardo says, I got it. Don't worry. Catch made. And there's out number 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Stevenson got way underneath that pitch and popped it up a mile high. Is Curt Schilling one of your top 10 players? I did not watch Curt Schilling. So I grew up, I started watching Phillies baseball heavily in 06, really towards like the middle of 2006. So it's been 19 and a half years for me. Or sorry, it's been 20 years. It's been 20 years now. Dombo made a move earlier. He scratched his head and scratched Schwarber as well. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. I think Schwarber actually has an injury, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. Steve says incredible contract. Dude, I'm so happy. Howie Roseman is the man. He is getting everybody paid. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, everybody on that D-line. Two balls, 1 strike in the bottom of the 8th inning. Where is my phone? 2 gone. The pitch popped up and hit out over towards shallow right field. And the catch is made by Chase DeLauder. And the inning is over. And the Reds are going to go to the 9th inning. Down by 5. It's 6-1. The 9th inning coming on up. What was I looking up, chat? What was I looking up? I was looking up something. I'm having a brain freeze. Maybe Dumbo will run it back again. I think when Bryce said that this team needs help, they're going to have a group therapist session. Dude. What if I did like a Chat GPT roleplay thing, sort of like what Jaguar Gator does, and I did like a scenario of like Bryce Harper, Dave Dombrowski, Trey Turner, Aaron Nola, and Don Mattingly, all in therapy session, like. Just gather them all together for a room, and then just make a Chat GPT scenario of them just in therapy. Oh, that'd be funny. Chat GPT is funny like that. I like it when they do that. Jaguar Gator does that like all the time, or he just like makes up scenarios and whatever. But if they ever go to like a therapy session and just like the whole entire role play of like what ChatGPT would say, it's just crazy. Oh, defensive line, yeah. Defensive line, thank you so much. Let me see. Yeah, can I be honest with you, chat? I'm gonna miss Nakobe Dean. I didn't realize how much the salary was that he got with Las Vegas, but I am gonna miss Nakobe. 3 years, $36 million. Therapists might fix their mental problems on the field as of late. Bobby Dickerson says, we just got to work with Trey Turner again on his routines. Like, he's doing great. He said the other day, he's doing great when it comes to his fundamentals, and his practices, or the practice drills that they go on over. But, yeah, obviously it doesn't relate to a game. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. That's down. Did he go? Oh, yes, he did. Alec throwing tantrums. Oh, gosh. Dude, the whole team needs therapy. They do. They all need it. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and there's out number 1 in the top of the 9th inning. 6-1 Cleveland. I kind of want to do that. Desiree, what's up, Desiree? How you doing? Good to see ya. Oh, she left. All right, bye, Desiree. I always like when you tune on over on TikTok. I still say Trey needs a glove that's a couple inches longer. The pitch grounded over towards first, picked up by Sal. The throw to Johnson in plenty of time for out number 2. I was thirsty. Yeah, that was good. That was very good. Cardinals and Cubs are still scoreless, chat. That game is in the bottom of the 8th. The defensive line in Philadelphia, yeah. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike. So let's look at the Eagles depth chart. So we got Carter, we got Davis, we got Ojomo, we got Nolan Smith still, Zach Bond, Jahad Campbell, Jonathan Grenard, Rick Woolen, Marcus Epps, Drew, Quinion, and Cooper. That secondary needs a little bit more work. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Runner over at first, Stephen Kwan gets on. And that is because of a single. It's a 2-out single. Hey, ChatGPT, create an image of the Phillies winning the World Series, says Callie. Here comes Jose Ramirez, and he taps 1 foul. Did you see my image that I had of the Beatles? Bryce Harper was the only Philly member who got a hit yesterday. I forget what it said. I thought it was creative. We're going to sleep well tonight, chat. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That was at 97 miles per hour. That was a fastball. Put them under hypnosis again in order to wake up their bats. Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. It's high for a ball. Malik Willis. Where did he go? He's on the Dolphins, right? Yeah, he's on the Dolphins. That's right, Kyle and Bryce. That's right. The 1-2 pitch, and Ramirez flies one out towards right field. That will be caught right in front of the track. And it's time to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's a 6-1 ball game. Yeah! 3 more outs to go. Time for the Cincinnati Bats to wake up. I'm not rooting for the Reds, but if you're a Reds fan, drop those alarm clocks in the chat. If you're a Guardians fan, drop a 1 in the chat. Let's go. Please take this group photo of the Phillies in uniform and put them a dimly lit room. Put them in a dimly lit room, sitting in chairs, positioned in a circle with a therapist in the middle. Phillies therapy. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's what we gotta call our sessions. Philly Freak Therapy. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's a great idea. Philly Freak Therapy Sessions. Thank you for sparking that. Let's go. Never take anything secondhand. I like that. I like that very, very much. Philly Freak Therapy. That's pretty cool. I like the sound of that. I know that DJ from Running Back Philly had Sixers therapy when the Sixers were doing really bad. He had like those Sixers therapy streams. That's pretty cool. But Philly Freak Therapy is pretty awesome. Or just Phillies therapy. Cade Smith is going to pitch. This is not a save situation. He has a 2.57 ERA, 49 innings, 68 strikeouts, 12 walks allowed. Opponents are actually hitting .221 against him. He has the most saves in all of baseball, 30 saves on the season in 46 games. JJ is my therapist because I love his content. Oh, thank you so much, Callie. Drop the MVPs for Callie. One plus two. Ashbury is in the middle. Ashbury is rooting for both. 1-0 pitch, and that's down for ball two. See, this is why I'm so happy that Philadelphia does not have like two baseball teams or two football teams. I could not stand it. I don't like the divide. New York can do it. Chicago could do it. That's cool. Los Angeles could do it. And, I mean, technically, like, we have Pennsylvania, which I get. The pitch, swing and a miss. Or, sorry, Pittsburgh. We're in Pennsylvania. But I'm just saying, like, two teams, like, in the same area-ish. I can't do it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And that's fouled back towards the screen. By the way, this is J.J. Bleday who's up to bat. I apologize for not introducing him. I never introduced him. J.J. Bleday. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. And that is low for ball 3 to Bleday. The Angels have a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first. That game is underway currently. Red Sox and A's are also in the bottom of the first as well. Next pitch, and that's taken down for ball 4. And Bleday gets on with a walk to start off the bottom of the 9th inning for the Cincinnati Reds. They got a runner on. Edwin Arroyo is up. My wife and I sing to the Check Freeze Frame. Charge! By the Jay Giles Band. Shout out to them. 1 ball, no strikes. That's to Arroyo. Dang it, thanks. The pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Now centerfold's going to be stuck in my head. Thanks. It's not your fault. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back towards the screen. And it's 1-2. Runner at first. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Arroyo calls for time. And steps out of the box. The Reds have put up 6 hits. They've also put up 1 run. The Guardians have put up 12 hits. And they have put up 6. The funny part, though, is that they had 4 runs in 1 inning, and in that inning, they only provided 1 hit. 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. Columbus is far away from Cleveland regionally block. Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah, you're right. 3-2 pitch, and Arroyo flies one out over towards left center field. It'll stay in the ballpark. The catch is made in front of the track, and there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 9th inning. That's true. I did drive to Columbus to go see a friend. That was like an 8-hour trip. Yeah, it was 8 hours. Because I'm in Jersey. Runner at first, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Nathaniel Lowe, with a .257 average, is going to pinch hit here. And Elly De La Cruz waits in the on-deck circle. The pitch, down and inside for a ball. Throwing at 87 miles per hour. The Braves, did they win? The Mets came back and beat the Braves? Really? 3-2. Wow. They took the lead in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, wait, that was game 1. That was game 1. Game 2, the Braves won 1-0. Okay. I was like, wait, what the heck just happened? Yeah, 1-0. Chris Sale got the win. Chris Sale went 6 innings, struck out 9. Mentioned that before. And then the bullpen did its job for the Atlanta Braves. The 1-2 pitch to Lowe. Swing and a miss, and there's out number 2. Smith threw that thing 99 miles per hour right down the middle. What's it going to take to get Smith on the Phillies? Two gone, bottom of the 9th, and Elly De La Cruz is up to bat. The pitch, inside for a ball. One ball, no strikes in the bottom of the 9th. The pitch. And that is called a ball, and it'll be challenged. Looked like it got the outside corner. Let's look at this again. And it did not, according to ABS. Pitch track said yes, it did. ABS said I think the Braves are going to win the division, says Cali. The 2-0 pitch. It's a strike on the inside corner at the knees. The 2-1. And that's inside and low for ball 3. They make me sick. Ohio State patrolmen will be on the highways and turnpikes to you leave Ohio. 3-1 pitch, and that is inside for ball 4. Elly gets on, and Sal Stewart is the next victim that Smith has to face here. In case you're wondering why Smith is in, I'll get you that answer in just a few moments. I was wondering if he pitched yesterday. He last pitched on Tuesday. Yeah, he pitched Tuesday. Why would they bring him on into this type of a situation here? Because they play tomorrow. What are they doing? What are they doing? That's weird. 2 outs, 2 runners on, 1 out. The White Sox have come back, and they're now down by 1 against the Yankees. Sam Antonacci just hit a 2-run home run. It was a 4-0 game in the bottom of the 8th inning, and now it's tight. It's 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Sal Stewart is up. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Unless they collapse like the Mets did last season. Yeah, they could fall off a cliff. I hope not. I want them to do well. They just make me sick. No balls. 1 strike. The pitch is in there for a strike. Holy Toledo. Munetaka Murakami just tied it up out in Chicago. Oh my gosh. The 0-2 pitch, and that's a called strike 3. Sal Stewart will challenge. And if that is confirmed, the ball game is done. Did they challenge? Yep. And the ball game is over. The Guardians beat the Reds 6-1 is the final score. Cleveland wins by 5. And that's how the ball game ends. Kyle Manzardo, this season against the Reds, a .368 average, a triple, 4 homers, 9 RBIs, and 7 runs. He's the Ohio Cup most outstanding player. Wow. Nice. Well, that's how the game ends. You know, this game kind of went how I expected. It did. The Cubs and the Cardinals have not put up a run. That game is in the bottom of the 9th. It's pretty wild. And the White Sox, again, were down 4-0. And now it's a 4-4 game. I guess that there's more than one team that has obviously collapsed today. So that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. Not just the Phillies. But anyhow, all right, that is going to wrap it up for me. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. I am done. I got maybe one more short that I got to make, and then I'm going to go to bed. I love you guys very, very much. I will catch you all in the next one. Let you know what goes on for tomorrow. I don't know yet, but we'll just wait and see. You'll get something. Keep your notification bell icons turned on. And you'll find out what we're going to do, if we're going to do anything. All right, love you all. Lila Tov, good night. I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.